I'm very pleased to introduce and recognize tonight's first award recipient, a distinguished systems engineering alumnus whom I have the honor and pleasure to have known as a friend and colleague for over 25 years. Dr. Massoud Amin received a bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and then came to Washington University in 1985 to earn a master's and a doctor of science in system science in mathematics in 1990. Dr. Amin was at Washington University for 12 years. He became a lecturer, assistant professor, and associate professor of system science and mathematics. At the same time, he was also associate director of the Center for Optimization and Semantic Control, heading up many very successful projects relating to the optimization of transportation, medical, and other systems, always in partnership with industry and government, such as Boeing, various hospitals, and the U.S. Transportation Command. Professor Amin left us in 1998 to join the Electric Power Research Institute in Palo Alto, California, as the head of their Mathematics and Information Sciences division. And in response to 9/11, which exactly happened shortly after he joined EPRI, they promoted him also to direct their Infrastructure and Grid Operations Security Division also. Today, Professor Amin holds the professorship of Honeywell Sweat Chair in Technological Leadership and is also a distinguished university professor at the University of Minnesota. But he's also a professor of electrical and computer engineering, and as such, he directs the Technological Leadership Institute, consisting of 50 senior faculty and industrial leaders, where he leads the development of local and global leaders for technology enterprises, concentrating on electric and other grid security. It's no wonder, therefore, that Dr. Amin is known to others as the father of the smart grid. But Massoud is really much more than just a set of distinguished titles, many publications, and great success in research and in teaching. In fact, speaking of teaching, while at Washington University, he was chosen 3 consecutive times as Professor of the Year. Part of the reason is that Massoud's nature. He's a kind, gentle, and considerate person who always gives respect and consideration not only to those who are above him, but principally to his peers and to those working with or for him. He's also a gentleman in the best sense of that word. In fact, let me close my introduction by telling you about a small occurrence which happened a few years ago when he came to visit my wife and myself. Massoud came into our house, and I noticed that he was wearing some sort of a button on his lapel. When I asked him what it was, he did not respond. I'm digging out the button from my pocket. It's a very small button. It was worn on his lapel. Okay. So when I asked him what it was, he did not respond. Instead, he removed the button from his jacket and put it in my hand and said, "You really deserve to have it." Then he explained that he received it for testifying before Congress. He also said that I should have it because he learned so much from me. When I then began to protest, he cut me off and said, "I have several more of these. They give me one every time I testify before Congress." You know, I wrote up this little talk here, and I showed it to Massoud before we came to the dinner. And he apparently messed me up, because he told me only now that the one which he gave me was from the White House. So for his achievements and for his personality, we now come to the purpose of this evening, and on behalf of the faculty of the School of Engineering and Applied Science, and in recognition of his career and accomplishments, it's my honor to present Massoud Amin with an Alumni Achievement Award. Congratulations, Massoud.
Now come over here.